Okay, padayon lang kita. Di na kita topic is somewhat moment of inertia. So, nakapot kita ini. So, problem 31. Calculate the moment of inertia of each of the following uniform objects about the axis indicated. A thin 2.50 kilogram rod of length 75 centimeter. So, actually, may dito niya summaryhan mo mga moment of inertia of certain bodies. Diman. For a thin rod, so kita at imo axis of rotation kung ada center adit mga thin rod ini nga una nga dun ikaduha. So axis of rotation at the center, the axis of rotation at the end. So thin axis perpendicular to it and passing through one end its center. So an imo I is ato katapusan. So letter I would be this guy over here, 1/3 ml squared. So 1/3 ml squared. So that would be the moment of inertia ay ano kita is equal to 1/3 ml. Ito na, mobile legend na. Mobile squared. So 1/3 mass. Actually, malaki sila ni. Practice ko manggip ini practice. 2.50 kilogram rad. So you have 2.50 kilogram rad. And then you have your length. 1/3 ml squared. 1/3 ml squared. Length is 75 centimeter. So that is 0.75 meters. 0.75 meters. So squared. So that would be 1/3. 1/3 times 2.50 times 0.75 squared. So your moment of inertia for that body is 0.469. 0.469 in three significant figures. Pwede lang na duha, 0.47. But anyway, 0.469 unit would be kilogram square meter. And then your letter I, that would be amo gihapon pero din nga sa aton ini nga 112 ml squared. So that would be 112 ml squared. So 112 ml squared. So amo lagi hapon niya. So 112 la babalyan talahin 112. 112 ml squared. So that would be 0.117. 0.117 kilograms meters squared. Daw kita ang tadawan ay compare significant figures. Tagtulo pinanhatag. So 3 significant figures. So that is tagtulo. Okay, about an axis parallel to the rod and passing through it. Actually, mantiya fit nga description. Kaya lang because it's a thin walled, actually pagkanan imo R hini is almost zero. So that is your R is kay kasi ini solid cylinder. Diba? Adi kasi an imo length with respect to mass is directly proportional. I mean, an imo mass is kung ano gud kahilaban ml. While kung ma-assume kita nga gutiayan duro nga rad, meaning an imo mass with respect to radius is gutayan duro. Nga sanglit dili ta magagamit nga solid cylinder, to pareha maghatagin na R. Or you could think of it as an R which is almost zero. Amit tiyag importante didi a thin rod. So that would be the answer would be zero, a thin rod. So I that would be almost because of this zero, so almost zero ito ya. Because of the thin wall. Okay, letter B. We go back to a 3 kilogram sphere. So 3 kilogram sphere. 3 kilogram sphere and then 38 centimeter in diameter. So, usually diameter kung susugat sa pagsurat. Diameter 38 centimeter. So, we'll go back to our um, if the sphere is solid and a thin walled. Okay, so kung solid and thin walled, pang practice line eh. Adi ang solid, adi solid 1/2 mr squared. If it is a solid, that would be I is equal to 1/2 mr squared. So this is the radius. So you have 1/2 3 kilogram. Then you have 0.38 all over 2. 0.38 meter squared. So you have 0.5 times 3 times 0.38 all over 2 and then squared. So that will give us 0.054. 0.054 542 542 kilogram square meter. How about if it is a thin-walled sphere? So makita niyo an imo inihasulod hollow. Pero gibutang niya nga thin lat imo wall. Ito kasi nga imo wall is directly proportional to imo mass. So not necessarily meaning naka-engrave na ito di diha mass. So ito dir na yung kukuha imo radius sa sulod. Okay, kaya kung may mga radius sa sulod, just like this guy, kung madakmol nga nito iya, usually may suga din niya ang equation. Sa sulod waray kay manipis siya. So that is I 2/3 mr squared. I is 2/3 mr squared. So that would be 2/3 mass is 3.0 kilogram and then 0.38 all over 2 squared square meter. So babalyuan talahin 2/3 and that will give us 0.0722 0.0722 kilogram square meter. Moment of inertia, letter B. How about for letter C? Letter C, an 8 kilogram cylinder. So it's a cylinder. Letter C, you have mass is 8 kilogram cylinder, and then you have an 8 kilogram cylinder, length 19.5 centimeter. Length is 19.5 centimeter. And then you have 12 centimeter, diameter 12 centimeter. So you have diameter is 12 cm. Okay, tas dodol the case. About the central axis, if the cylinder is thin-walled and hollow, thin-walled and hollow, tapos if it is a solid, so cylinder, thin-walled and hollow, tapos solid. Okay. So nimo thin-walled and hollow, adi, letter G, tapos anim solid, thin-walled hollow, tapos adi is solid. So wari kita adi. Ito rin maghatag into ang R. So meaning manipis, naka-incorporate na nga da. For a thin-walled hollow, that is mr squared. For solid cylinder, wari man hiling ka no. So, kasi mr squared. So, di kailangan ng length. Kaya naghatag ba yan ng length? But anyway, 1I is mr squared. Thin hollowed CI, thin molten hollow, tapos solid. Thin molten hollow, mr squared. I is mr squared. For letter C, I is equal to mr squared. So that would be 800 kilogram. Then that would be 12.12 divided by 2. That is squared. Meters squared. So that is 8 times 12.12 all over 2 tapos squared. That will give us 0.0288. 0.0288 kilogram square meter. And then for your II, that is 1/2 mr squared. So you only have to divide it into 2. This one is the hollow. The solid. Solid cylinder na guruguti. Solid. Anyway, that is 1/2 mr squared. So ganito alam natin kanina, divide by 2. So that would be 0.014. 0.0144 kilogram meter squared. Okay? So kitala niyan mga figure. You can print that out of course and then you can have your formulas. Okay? Thank you guys for listening. I think may dalak sa diri kayang formulahan imo. Adi. So that is a 2/5 for a solid sphere, that is a 2/5 mr squared. So that would be letter B ito. 2/5. So 2/5 mr squared. So that would be 2 times 3 times 0.38 squared all over 5 times 4. So that is 0.0433. This one. Pasensya. 0.04. Mara mo kay kung adi kita kuan, makukorreksyonan na ninyo. Diba? That is 0.0433. Amuan la. Thank you guys once again.